You've got to know about the past. You've got to know where they come from, which mob they come from, and where their tribal lands are. And that gives them identity. I'm not religious. I'm spiritual, you might say. I come from the earth, yes. I've been trying to get people, I've been talking for the last 20 years about people going out just to have a look at the land.
We've got to go back to country to find out where we connect, where we belong. The men's group is just a group of guys got together, and it's about educating our young men on Aboriginal culture, and it's about passing and sharing knowledge of the land that we live on, and also letting people know what is actually out there on their country.
So you've always got a mechanic that knows what every tool's for, and Danny McKellar's the bloke that knows what every tree's used for, what every insect, animal. He's just a walking encyclopedia for National Park. I used to say, oh, our culture's lost, and he always says, no, it's not lost, it's just forgotten.
Cunnamulla is more or less the story of nature itself, the creation, yeah. How you had to look after your resources. You had to abide by them laws, because they were Aboriginal laws for thousands of years to make sure there was enough food there for the next mob to come along.
When we do talk on country, we try and personalise it to the individual, looking at other ways and other solutions to hopefully mend their ways or educate them in a way that will make them better men, better fathers, better community people.
Our biggest thing is if they weren't with us, where would they be? A lot of bad stuff was normalised as I was a child and was accepted in the community. We don't have to commonalise sharing stories with bad stuff like drinking and smoking and all that, because too commonly we have people say, oh, let's go have a beer, and all they really mean, let's go have a yarn or have a talk. And if we can sort of introduce culture as the normalised, then yeah, they're going to go down the riverbank and share their story instead of sharing their story at the pub. So
I think sometimes you've got to go back to go forward. When we lived on the reserve, no one went without, so we looked out for each other, cared for each other, and that's probably what we're trying to bring back today with the men's group, is that the whole idea of the group is to form a support base. When the service providers are going home, I can go and call a mate, I can have a yarn and look after each other. We've started this, now we're obligated to keep this going, to keep that cultural transmission going. It's got to run on continually. So we get that information and they instill it into their own children, so that cultural aspect of this community and this area doesn't die.
One thing is they never got to lose their identity of where we come from and our history, the ancient history, but they can become scientists or doctors too, and still be Aboriginals from this country and know about our past.
it's not an overnight thing, it's a baby step thing. That cultural reflection group, it's growing. And they're bringing people in, they're saying, well, this is some good stuff, let's get in. And also the transition of the culture is also going to be bringing their sons in, their nephews. So they bring that into the group as well. It's hard, it's slow, but it's happening.